welcome to Backpage Pass Game Week 37. That's right, 37. It's the second last one. I'm joined by Mark Corcoran.
Hello.
And Cormac Coughlin.
Hello.
And I'm John O'Donnell. And what we're going to do is we're going to look back on last weekend's football and then look ahead to next weekend's football.
Shocking.
And then we're all going to go away for a few weeks.
Go on holidays.
And think
Staff
about,
holiday.
And think about what we've done.
No, because we have next week's show.
Yeah, we've next week.
And then we go away.
Yeah, that's
and
what
then we
is.
come back.
Yep.
Feel free to join us on the Backpage Pass skiing holiday. We decided to take a roadshow type approach.
Yeah, that's happening.
We should broadcast live from the Confederations Cup.
We're going downhill quick or something.
Oh, the 37 weeks we've been doing this, that is the worst job.
And that's saying something.
And we've cut out a lot of crap.
Okay, we're going to start with a review of last Saturday with Aston Villa 1 and Chelsea 2. And Benteke should have got a red card for his elbow, and then Ramirez with a double high foot, and then he was already booked, and then Benteke does a high foot, and then there's red cards all over the place lately.
Red cards all over the place is right. Do you think it was the elbow was a red card?
Yeah. I think he knew what he was doing, and I think he meant it.
Just a good old-fashioned
Benteke is a good lad. He deserves the benefit of the doubt for now.
Well, a love tap.
Welcome him, the young fella, into the game. let him know you're there. Isn't that what all the ex-defenders say? Let him know you're in the game.
This isn't the Ballymun Kickham style of play now. This is the Premiership.
I don't know.
Why did I take a posh Ballymun Kickhams? Those are tough lads. Don't put this out.
You should be aiming at tennis club kids or
kids with golf handicaps. They can't beat me up.
They got clubs.
Yeah.
They wear chinos, lads.
Okay, so I was making a point about
Benteke giving the elbow to that young lad, and I asked who the young lad was.
Aspilicueta.
Aspilicueta, fair enough.
He's not that young.
Is he? Early 20s?
Yeah. Late early.
Okay. Alright, well maybe he should have been sent off. But I thought the actual red card, like, where he kind of goes up to control the ball. If he gets a yellow card for that, why does Nani get a straight red card?
Nani?
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Nani.
But why doesn't...
I'm just not talking about Nani.
It's not that I'm
not talking
over
about Nani.
Did Nani use his foot?
Nani kicked Arbeloa in the hip.
He knew what he was doing. He does that taijutsu stuff. He knew exactly what was going on.
Capoeira? Yeah.
Capoeira.
No, I'm sorry. There's no difference. Should have been a yellow card for Nani.
Well, like, you know, Nani could literally put a hole in someone's head. Like.
Well, that was our review 3 months ago, but back to the weekend just gone.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I had no problem with the yellow card for Benteke in that situation.
Okay.
Was he not straight red?
Illustrating why the Nani one should have been a yellow card. How are you not getting this?
Okay, you think Nani should have been sent off. Okay,
Anyway, pretty good game though.
What?
Yeah, I really thought Aston Villa, from the moment it kicked off, I thought Aston Villa could do them for the whole game because they were playing so much better than they were, and then they got the goal, and then all of a sudden I started to rate their front three as the top three strikers in the Premiership, and I was like, oh, they're going to do great next year, and then it came crashing down to earth. They don't have a defence.
Yeah.
What a way for Frank Lampard's wonderful moments to be ruined by first Ashley Cole and then Chelsea Yobs, who decide to jump on the pitch and try and hug him.
What's it Ashley Cole?
Ashley Cole.
Lampard did his pointing at his mammy thing
with
both hands, and then Ashley Cole ran over and pulled his arms down and started pointing in his face like, "Oh, you're brilliant, you are."
Oh God, Ashley Cole.
I was trying to talk to my mom. And then the second one.
Oh, those idiots like jumping on the pitch.
I was like, as if I want to hug you. I don't even know who you are.
I don't even hug my kids.
That's the thing you can't say. We don't know that for certain.
He might ring us up and shout at us.
You hear about, what was it? He rang Tony Cascarino giving out to him because he wrote an article. Did you hear about that?
No.
Tony Cascarino once wrote an article about Frank Lampard saying that he wasn't as good as Steven Gerrard, but this is in one of these battles where they pretty much got 10 in every category, and Lampard might have got a 9 in defence, and Steven Gerrard got a 10. So it was minor. And it's really flattering. And then apparently Frank Lampard, along with the media relations guy from, was it Chelsea at the time, wasn't West Ham, go, what the hell are you doing, Tony? That's not very nice. You can't say a bad thing about me. And the article literally praised him to the hill. He just took 1 point away from him and put Steven Gerrard ahead of him by like 1 point.
I always track back.
You ain't got shit, Tony.
You don't score 20 goals a season by tracking back, pal.
No, that is true.
But it was the second.
What would you know about tracking back Cascarino, you traitor?
Backtracking on what his nationality is. That's what he was doing.
But Lampard's second goal was very typically Frank Lampard type of goal, wasn't it? Showing up late in the box and belting it in. But it was harsh on Villa. They look set to win until the Benteke red card. But
well done, Lampard, for breaking the record, though.
yeah, it's a pretty impressive record because I think he's like 4th in the Premier League goal scorers.
Of all time.
I think so. And
Just
the
since
other,
it became the Premier League.
the other top 5, at least, are all strikers through the form.
That's true, yeah. And if you haven't been benched for half the season, you might be well past it at this point.
Yeah, well, maybe you needed a rest.
Perhaps, maybe.
I wonder will he start tonight? I don't think so.
No. It's Europa League final.
Yeah.
Common.
I know what was on. I was just pausing for thought.
Moving on to Sunday's games. Stoke 1, Tottenham 2, and Charlie Adams spent the game running around kicking people, and then Pulis got annoyed that he was sent off.
To be fair, it probably was one of those situations where the referee had totted them up. Like, he got 3 fouls, and then a yellow card, and 3 fouls, and then a yellow card. But, like...
How many more yellow cards did Tony Pulis think he was going to get?
But the second tackle I thought was a bit harsh to get sent off from. But if you think of it from you're consistently fouling here, I have no choice to book you, it was fair.
Plus, for Gareth Bale's safety, it's nice to not have Charlie Adam on the pitch.
Yeah, very true.
I remember last week I was saying I thought there was going to be a twist in this top 4. I really thought it was going to come in this game, like midway through. Thought Spurs were going to drop points, but then Adebayor does his customary one thing a game.
But it's an important thing to do.
Yeah, well, I mean, he tapped it in.
There was a great video package on Match of the Day where it showed the great and the brilliant of Adebayor. He did nothing all game. In fact, he was at fault for the first goal. He let his marker run away, and then instead of jogging towards the ball, he was visibly jogging out of the box to get ready to make the break. Yeah. And then his man scores the goal, and he just throws his hands up. Guys, what the hell? Yeah. Come on.
Yeah, I like when people do that when it's clearly their fault, but I think if I throw my arms up, it'll be somebody else's fault.
Nobody will see this on TV at all.
Yeah, so is he worth it, though?
No.
No, not at all.
They definitely need some more forward options. But like Spurs, I think if they win against Sunderland and they finish 5th, they will have had the most points to finish 5th since 1995, and they will have the most points in the club's history. So it's still been quite a good season for Villas-Boas, even if they don't get top 4.
Yeah,
it's pretty God Bale stays on.
Considering they had to sell Modric and Van der Vaart.
Yeah.
It's a good season.
Yeah. Top stat, by the way. Top stat.
You can't give yourself top stat.
Top stat.
You can't give yourself top stat.
Somebody give me a top stat.
Top stat, Mark. Top stat.
Everton 2, West Ham 0, and it was a fine send-off for David Moyes.
A great send-off for David Moyes.
Fine send-off.
A great send-off.
It was a good send-off. I liked the send-off.
Yeah, I did. I thought it was classy. I thought it was good. Everton fans reacting well. Don't really too much to complain about, but there still could have been a bit of like, oh, don't leave us. But clearly,
please don't leave us.
Clearly happy for him to leave on to bigger and better things.
There's a quote from Big Sam after the match. I warned the players, but they chose to take no notice. It left us with a bad performance. He warned them
about the emotion of the game.
That just Everton were better than
lads. We face this every week.
I told you, don't let them score. And what did you do? You let them score.
When a manager, if a manager can say, right, one player effed up, fine. But when you go, I told them, I told the whole team, and none of them paid attention to me. Maybe that's your problem, Sam.
Damn it, Jaskalainen. It's like you don't even listen to me anymore. Keep the ball out of... Yeah, it's actually who.
He actually said that Jaskalainen was the only player who did anything.
Right, well, moving on then.
Damn it, Andy Carroll.
Yeah.
2 good goals, though, from Everton.
2,000 goals.
Morales, I like him.
I like Morales. I really like him.
A lot of people are talking about which Everton players, if any, will they take to United. I wonder if Morales in that category.
Good winger. I like him.
David Baines.
Leighton Baines.
David Baines was the guy I went to school with in 5th class. Hi, David. Leighton Baines, sorry. And there would be another one, because how much is Rooney going to go for? 25, 30 million? I'd say if he goes to PSG or the new bloody powerhouse Monaco. Do you hear about this?
Yeah, they don't have to pay.
Oh,
They don't have to pay taxes. And they've got rich owners.
oh God! Like Tevez is looking at 10 million a year tax free, like, and they're going to get Falcao as well.
I was like, what about the financial fair play? We don't even play in Europe.
We won't be qualified.
We'll just pay the fines.
Fulham 1, Liverpool 3. Daniel Sturridge hat-trick. I don't think Suarez is going to pass to him next year.
I don't think.
Is that like
Just like, no, I don't want you to score. I'm going to score.
or they could create one of the best striking partnerships in the Premiership?
No.
Either one. I mean,
No.
whichever they decide they want.
Sturridge could have had 6 in that game.
Yeah, he didn't score enough.
Yeah. No, he really,
Yeah, that was his problem.
He really had.
He
some-
really let that
some-
one go through his fingers right there.
But they didn't cop on the Fulham defender. He's on form.
Somebody other than what's the centre back called again? The really tall.
Angelan?
Someone at Angelan has to go after Sturridge. He's too fast. Angelan can't get to him.
Sandro
No.
Ross. Oh.
Well, let's just leave him there.
Less dancing from Sturridge, but
Oh, that's really annoying.
He's just a bad dancer. That's his problem.
but more of the same because that was a brilliant performance by him. But he's been a great success for them.
Yeah.
I really liked him at Chelsea when he had to play when he was forced to play in the right wing. I thought he was a top player. Like he played really well for about 3 or 4 months before
Yeah.
Mata and Oscar arrived, and then he just got phased out of the team again. But I thought he was brilliant playing for Chelsea at that time.
It was odd how Torres was doing so horribly bad.
Yeah.
You had him on the bench going, hello?
I'm
We'll
really
put
good.
you on the right wing.
It's funny to think of Daniel Sturridge just played with Man City, Chelsea, and now Liverpool.
No way. When did he play for Man City? Years ago. Like.
He came up through their
Back in the
academy,
day.
and Chelsea nicked him from Man City.
Oh, we did. I remember that now.
How many other players do we know that play for big 3 league clubs like that?
Craig Bellamy.
Who keeps re-signing Craig Bellamy? That really annoys me.
I think he's settled down in his retirement home of Cardiff City.
But they're up now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Great. And then I get noticed and re-signed again by a ludicrously high club. They'll go to Tottenham next. People love his speed.
And then
forget
the
it.
Arsenal, and then the Tottenham.
Sure, they'll win it next year, though, so, that's what they're always saying. There's next year.
Yeah.
Liverpool, they'll win it next year.
It's only 20 years since they won.
They'll win it next year. They'll make some key signings, and they'll win it next year.
Do you ever think that some year there's not going to be a next year?
Because of the financial constraints. And
No, just-
not next year. The year after that.
It'll just be the final year.
Yeah, it'll be the final year of sport.
I don't think that, no.
Well, there has to be.
Yeah, but that'll be the final year of civilization.
Yeah. But then there won't be.
this
they won't
is
be
not the place for this.
they won't be able to say we'll win it next year. They'll just be able to
I
go.
don't think it's going to be flagged up the year before. I think it'll just be a case of, we got hit by an
I think
asteroid or a world war.
I think seconds before the end of the world, they just go. We never won it,
We've been talking about it since Suarez.
and we just didn't do it.
So Norwich 4, West Brom 0. This is what happens when a team who are having their bottom pinched by relegation fodder face a team who have nothing to play for. Isn't it, Cormac?
Yes, it was. It was a good old-fashioned down a car road. Snodgrass and the boys bent them over and went in dry. Didn't care. Mark?
That sounds like you were reading it. Were you reading it?
No, absolutely not.
Is this your whole week has been with? What'll I say?
No, this is when you cut me off earlier.
Ben Foster had a horrific game.
He got.
No, he didn't. It was all his own doing. Don't. You just how did he like that kick? Take that kick for example. How did he mess that up?
That
the one that
kick
led to the goal.
lasted too long. We probably sorry.
Was that the one just that led up to the goal where he went out to collect the ball and he kicked it and he completely missed it?
Yeah, he kind of skimmed it, but
He'd
left
made
it perfectly
two
for the Norwich
mistakes.
forward.
He'd made 2 mistakes previous to that were kind of like not goalkeeping save mistakes, but just positional calamities where he'd been in the wrong place. And I think the commentator picked up on it, and then he just completely effed it up.
I think that's what happens with a goalkeeper once they make one mistake. They go, "Oh, remember that mistake," and then they're making another mistake when they're not paying attention to what they're doing because they're going.
He's like a kind of a 13-year-old boy at a disco. He's messed up a few of his lines, and now the girl can't hear him, so he just goes in for it and gets shot down. Like he just went too far. Went out to get the ball, couldn't get it, got shot down. Girl walks away.
Has to
Isn't
go
that-
home, do it himself.
But I think Ben Foster is a very good goalkeeper, but it's precisely those kind of things that he has once every now and again is the reason that he's not a bigger club.
Hanging around the promoted clubs for years. He waits for them to get relegated. He goes, yeah, you can take me first, please. I'll go to Birmingham. I'll go. Where else has he been?
Manchester United.
Relegation fodder.
Well, for the last while, he's just been hanging around the relegation.
Stoke
teams.
United, Birmingham, and West Brom are his clubs.
Stoke, Birmingham, and the last one.
Steve Clark to Everton. Yes. No.
Maybe so.
That would be a good call, but
Yeah.
I don't know if he's in the running though, is he?
He should be.
But I don't know if he is though.
I don't think he is, but I'm putting him in the running right now.
I kind of hope Martinez doesn't get it though.
That's what everyone's
Yeah,
saying.
you said
though.
this last week. You don't like Martinez.
I don't have anything against him personally, but somebody else, somebody
I
higher
don't
up
have
the league.
anything against him personally, but
I think somebody higher up the league should get it, like a Steve Clark.
yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
Why don't you want Martinez to get it?
I don't know.
Yeah, so you hate him. What is it you hate about him?
Just, lisp.
What do you think he's a bad manager? Someone actually raised the point the other day that he's lost Moses, Valencia, and Rodiega in 3 years. Like, it's 3 best players. He loses them every year. He loses his best player every year.
Those aren't it's his defense is the problem.
And Valencia. You said Valencia.
Yeah, said Valencia. Absolutely.
It's defending. Like they weren't the key defenders of the team. Like, they can't defend. For
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they haven't. Nobody's been buying their defenders.
Yeah. So buy some defenders.
No.
No, you need to buy some defenders. That's why you're going down. The Callum McManaman and Maloney and Kone, they're all well able to attack, but it's just you can't defend.
But he had to buy them.
Yeah, but you need to buy some defenders.
They wouldn't be able to attack if they didn't buy attackers.
But like, that's not the problem.
Would you
The
rather
team.
score your way out of trouble or try and defend your way into trouble?
Because nobody's managed to defend their way out of trouble.
Okay, but they haven't
Except
managed
O.J.
to score.
Simpson.
They haven't managed to score
He
their
did
way.
that quite well. You're supposed to laugh if I say Joe.
No, I'm just going to do a silent fist bump.
So everyone at home can see.
They didn't manage to score their way out of trouble.
No. Getting close.
Game very close.
Not really.
QPR 1, Newcastle 2. Never a pen for QPR, and I don't see how the officials would call that.
I do.
Do you?
Yeah, I do. You made an honest mistake. Get over it.
No.
Touche.
If you're not sure, don't give it.
But what if you are sure and then you thought you were sure?
Did he admit to not being sure?
I don't know. But he was wrong, so he must have not been sure, or else he was just a surefire idiot.
Well,
Like Alan Pardew.
I think these things happen, John. You know. Just because it happened in your game doesn't make it any more significant.
Yeah,
He's barely
see, the difference is, I won't be bringing this up in 3 months' time. I
Yous
just don't see how it was the red card.
Yous are going
I don't
down
speak
next
like
year.
that.
You do in my head.
You may have got the pitch right, but I do not have a lisp.
Yous are going down next year.
No.
Yous are.
No.
With flying colours.
No.
I predicted that you would do worse this year. Significantly worse. And to finish, if Alan Pardew stays on, he will finish his 3-year cycle of doing well, doing not so well, getting fired. So yous are going down. You and the French Foreign Legion are going down to the championship next year.
Cheese eating surrender Mutleys.
What about the penalty, though? The penalty was the exact same thing. He won the ball, and then he fouled him outside the box, and then he gave it.
Yeah, no, he should. If you given the free, it should have come where the first incident occurred because there wasn't a continuation into the box. I didn't think.
Yeah.
So it should have been a free kick.
But he won the ball.
No, but
He won the ball.
it should have been a free kick rather than a penalty. But maybe he just felt sorry for QPR or something.
Anyway, Newcastle won a match that they needed to win, and that's what a team can achieve without Stephen Taylor around balls and things.
They should have won a lot more.
You want a
comfortably,
team that had given up on the Premiership. They had taken their summer checks and were like, right, well, I'm on the plane in 20 minutes, so I'm going to go.
I thought your goalkeeper was a bit hard done by as well.
Hell yeah, yeah.
Thought he was a bit hard.
That was the penalty, though, wasn't it?
No,
he got caught the ball outside the box.
That was a stupid thing to do, though.
What was
no, it wasn't. But it wasn't outside the box.
Listen,
It was. He as Roy Keane said that fateful night against Real Madrid. If you give the referee a reason,
You're trying to get something out of me, Mark, and it's not coming.
if you give the referee a reason,
Roy Keane seems to have a problem with goalkeepers lately. So all he seems to comment on, hating Joe Hart, saying keepers get too cocky, and then
this.
this poor fella.
Mark, you
What
didn't have
happened?
anything to say about this. Why are we bringing Roy Keane into this? Leave Roy Keane alone.
Great penalty for Ben Arthur, though.
Yeah.
Great penalty. He'll go in the summer.
No, because he's too fat. That's his problem.
Ben
Is he
Arfa.
fat?
Yeah. Oh, he's awful fat.
Ben Arfa.
Yeah.
I thought he was quite a lean.
You're
character.
mixing him up
No,
with the owner.
He was, and then he got injured, and he's come back, and he's chunky. Chunky. No, I can't say that word.
Maybe. Yeah, you can.
You've got to mix up with Mike
Because you
Ashley.
didn't mean it in a.
No, I didn't mean it in that way, but it could be construed that way.
Ben and Jerry's flavour.
Yeah. I'd say he did eat a lot of ice cream. He looks like he's been eating ice cream.
I think he just needs a pre-season. Pull him through his paces.
Imagine being Man City having to go for a pre-season or a post-season now.
Tour.
They have a tour.
They're
They're playing Chelsea twice in America.
Not giving a flying. Oh God, you'd be.
Sunderland 1, Southampton 1. Who needs attackers when your defenders score goals like that, eh? Eh?
Danny
Yeah.
Rose, was it?
Bardsley?
Deflected though.
That was a great goal. To be fair.
Bah.
First goal in something like 4 years.
No.
There was something a ridiculously long time.
I think it was quite. a long time.
No.
3 years. I
Maybe
heard.
first league goal, but he scored a few last year. And they're all crackers as well.
Well, he just because he does the same thing, kind of just belts it.
Yeah, he's a toe bugger.
As soon as I saw him shoot from outside the box, oh, here comes the Decanio tactic. Shoot from outside the box.
Yeah. It's working. That's annoying me. Why has nobody else thought of
Somebody just go out and close them down.
Just let them cross it. It's Danny Graham in the box.
I think Sunderland have stayed up by default.
Yeah.
But
And a few other teams have stayed up by default as well.
Yeah.
They've had such an. They're probably up there with the Rafa Benitez Liverpool era of signing the most ridiculous amount of pointless players.
Who, Sunderland?
Yeah, oh yeah.
They spent 30 million over the course of the season.
Roy Keane did a great job of signing a bunch of points like Precchia and the likes. Like, who was that guy? But they've had a bad run of form with strikers now as well. They signed the Ghanaian fella, whose name escapes me now. Gian. Then Kenwin Jones was at the club for a while. And then Fletcher went down and now he's injured.
You got them mixed up because they're stripy.
Yeah. Red and white stripes. They get me every time.
They haven't had a proper out-and-out striker for a few years now. Like a decent one they can rely on. Fletcher did well this year, but obviously he's gone injured now. But they need to sort that out if they want to stay up.
They sure do.
Man United 2, Swansea 1. No yellow cards at all in this match, which says a lot about the intensity.
And Paul Scholes was playing.
Yeah.
He went in for a flying challenge in the first 10 minutes. Just don't push your luck now, Paul.
I
think
told
he
you though.
wanted to get booked just for all time's sake.
Go on, ban me. Do it.
I told you though.
What?
I told you.
What?
It was going to be quite. You said it was going to be 15-0.
Yeah.
I told you that it was going to be quite a tight game.
Yeah.
And United were quite good in the first half. I thought, especially around the box, there was quite a lot of intricate passing and stuff like that. Second half, I thought Swansea were a lot better. And who saw Rio Ferdinand busting the net?
No, that is like 4 years. That was like 4 or 5 years.
He was venturing up the whole time looking for it.
Yeah.
He was running out of centre back to get onto the wing.
He used to score all the time.
He hasn't got that many.
I
goals,
remember
you
he used to score 2 or 3 a season because I remember him and Anton Ferdinand on the competition.
Oh, yeah,
Soccer
yeah.
AM.
Ferdinand versus Ferdinand.
But I think his last goal might have been against Liverpool in front of the Stratford end. But yeah, so no, it was a good result. Pretty good atmosphere before the match as well.
Yep.
Great atmosphere.
I liked thought it was a classy touch given the Swansea fan the flags as well.
The white flags to surrender. I didn't. I saw it for what it was.
I thought you could have left them out, but then they put their Capital One champions. Did you see that?
No.
They get all the United fans had red champions flags, and then all the Swansea flags were given Capital One Cup winners flags.
Oh, that's nice.
You could have left them out, but we didn't.
No. Tell you who did get left out.
Wayne Rooney.
Yeah. What do we think?
PSG.
Do we think, as in, is he going to be sold?
Yeah, but just on the specific this match.
No,
was Fergie right to drop him?
Yeah, well, no, Fergie, like the explanation he gave was remarkably composed. Like saying, yeah, well, he didn't want to play. His head wasn't in the right place, so we came to agreement that he shouldn't play. And it was just that was it. I mean, Wayne didn't seem that mad about it. Like I think he knew it was best for the team.
Presume that he has asked to leave, but it would be interesting if he never did. And Ferguson's parting shot is to try and
some serious mind games over a very long period of time.
Well, I think it goes back to you. Rooney had Ferguson by the short hairs over that contract in 2010.
I like that saying.
Hung him up by his bollocks is the correct terminology.
No, that's it. See, that loses the
It's
So
Went downstairs and squeezed until he got what he wanted.
turned his balls the same colour as his nose.
You ruined your own joke there.
I did. I said face in there. I don't.
Yeah,
know.
no, I wouldn't be surprised if Ferguson took that personally because he's a
Well,
very.
I think around that time when you saw the pictures of the two of them smiling, there's got to be a few like gritted teeth in that picture. But I wouldn't be surprised if
No, that's a very
Ferguson
good point. I never thought about that.
was looking for his opportunity to strike back. I still hope he isn't sold though. I think he's still got a lot to give. I think
I don't think he does.
if you sell him to an English club, you're going to pay for that, particularly Chelsea.
I think you sell him to an English club, he'll do well there for 1 year, and then that'll be the end of him.
No, I don't
That's
think that's true.
Very like wide net to cast on someone like that.
I think he's got another 4 or 5 years at the top.
No.
Well, that's my opinion, John.
Well, my opinion is
If
no.
you play him an out-and-out striker role, which I think he finally will go to when he goes to his new club, although if it is PSG, he'll have a right battle in his hands with Ibrahimovic, I think he'll excel again. I think he's been in a rut for the last 2 years and just doesn't want to be there. He may get a new lease of life for a while, but if he goes to a place where he's happy, I think he'll be back to the old Wayne Rooney.
I think if you sell him to PSG because nobody really cares about them. And if you sell him,
Champions League semi-finalist, ladies and gentlemen.
It will probably finally screw them financial fair play wise, and then that's them out of Champions League for a few years.
But really? You can get kicked out if you...
Yeah, that's what the financial fair play is. There's no fines or anything. It's
I
just,
thought it was a set of fines. Like.
no, it's just
facts, schmacks.
You're not
Who needs
allowed to
to-
play in Champions League if you're not allowed to play in European.
What's the
competition.
cap like?
Oh, it's to do with
really,
your
really
earnings.
high.
Like
It's
600 million or something stupid.
no, it's however much you bring in. So,
Well, no team would ever risk that.
they all are.
Who?
Oh, every team is like.
It's in the courts though at the moment
Is
as
it?
to whether it'll go through.
Was
So
the
they
Malaga one? Yeah.
So they could all just go. Champions League will consist of teams that finished 4th, 5th, 6th in their respective divisions then.
While all the other teams play in another league that they've set up themselves.
Oh, yes, I've heard about this Saudi league, this Saudi Super Cup.
The Dream League. That was a hoax though.
I heard about it. I didn't say it was true.
So Scholes' last game at Old Trafford, could it be the same set for Anderson, Valencia, Giggs, Welbeck, or Hernandez?
Before we get on to this, did you see his pre-interview with Gary Neville?
Goals is?
Yeah.
it's great.
It's the funniest thing you'll ever watch. He's just so deadpan about everything. It's hilarious.
Like social media. Will we ever see Paul Scholes on social media? No. why would I tell people what I'm up to? Who wants to know that I'm going to the shops? It's like Gary Neville's just laughing at him.
And then he said something about Wayne Rooney as well. Wayne Rooney's going to ask for transfer. Was it?
Oh no,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
It's like
Paul Scholes retiring. Alex Ferguson is retiring on the same day. Wayne Rooney asked for a transfer request. Great day.
yeah. Because the point was being that Scholes wanted to go out with absolutely no fuss at all.
All right.
And so Ferguson announcing his retirement. It's like, perfect. And then Wayne Rooney asked for a transfer in the same week. Brilliant. No one's even focusing on me.
Oh,
But to answer your question, Welbeck, no, I think he'll stay. Hernandez, I think he'll stay, especially if Rooney goes. Valencia, with Zaha coming in, Zaha could easily play as a striker.
yeah, I think that's where he's expected to end up anyway.
Yeah.
But
Valencia,
his first season he'll be out wide.
yeah. I think I'd rather ship Ashley Young off than Valencia. I think
Valencia
I think he's had a bad year, but he's had some injuries. Maybe it's just all catching up. And I think I'd give him another year. Whereas Ashley Young, it's never really done it at United. Not in my opinion
I
anyway.
think the back end of last season he was very good.
No, it was the start of last season, and he trailed off big time. Around the time, like the end of the season, where he was diving against Aston Villa and stuff like that, he kind of got on a lot of people's backs. I'd like to sell him. What other names did you mention?
Anderson and Giggs. I don't think Giggs.
And
is
Welbeck was the other one.
they're
And if you keep Welbeck, you've kept all the strikers.
No, I definitely think keep Welbeck, give him another go. But Anderson, I'd like to keep Anderson. I always thought there was real potential there, and if he goes to another team, I think he could be one of those that you never saw.
Did you hear the stat? He's only completed 90 minutes in the 6 years he's been there.
No, I didn't know that now, but I know I do think he's got a lot of potential.
Those two, Nani and Anderson, coming in at 19 million a pop each, they haven't been worth it. Nani maybe a little bit more.
Both have Champions League winners medals.
Yeah, well, that's through their own situation. It's not through their individual endeavours.
Anderson scored a penalty in that Champions League final.
No, he's been cack week in, week
No,
out.
they contributed to that, I suppose. Not so much.
Would
They-
you have
they haven't
paid
been-
19 million each for them,
No.
knowing what they were going to do?
No.
No, you wouldn't have. So shit down there and put the sock back on.
I'm actually going to cut the break right there.
No. I've Giggs. I think is apparently been offered a coaching role, but I don't know if that affects him playing on. But he'll definitely stay at the club though. But that was my point.
Okay, well now can I
Yeah.
wrap it? Hello, welcome back to Backpage Pass, Game Week 37. We're now going to talk about the FA Cup final. Suppose. Man City 0, Wigan 1.
Yes.
Wigan did win.
Mark, you didn't give them a hope.
No. And look at me. I'm still smiling.
Yeah.
Yeah. City were so poor though.
What was the scoreline again?
City
sorry?
poor? I think they're the opposite of poor. You missed me. I was making a really bad joke.
Yeah, I made a
Really
bad joke,
bad.
and you both ignored me, so I'm going to make it again. So what was the score?
It was 0-2 Wigan.
Say it like John said it.
It was 0-1.
No, like read the whole thing.
Man City 0, Wigan 1.
But how many goals did Wigan get?
Oh, I get it.
Boom!
So City need to clear out after this, I reckon.
Well, they've already cleared one member of the staff.
Yeah,
Two members of the staff.
The last person
David
you
Platt
want.
has gone as well.
Platt's gone as well?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And didn't
Kid's in
Kid
charge.
walk as well?
No, Kid's in charge.
I thought he walked this morning. Or was that Platt?
No,
that was Platt.
Platt went before the match last night.
Oh, then it was Platt.
I think that's going to... Well, I know that they all hate him.
But yeah,
Does Platt think Mancini's going to take him to Monaco or wherever he ends up?
I think he's hoping.
I speak Italian.
People say, right, that the players hate him. Yeah, because they're all
And they do.
they're all egotistical money nutbags. Like they've all been brought in on these huge wages, and of course they're going to hate it. Like I bet you the case of Mancini was just like disciplining them. And like, no, get out.
Well,
We will do what we want.
It's like being a teacher at a rich boarding school.
A substitute teacher at that.
Yeah, at your rich boarding school.
I did not go to a rich boarding school.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Blackrock.
Superior. Best team in Leicester, we know we are.
But I think it was more the constant criticising of the players.
Yeah.
Get over it.
And
Alex Ferguson's done that
blaming
for
them
years.
for
No,
his
he hasn't.
mistakes.
Like
Ferguson
what?
never criticised.
You
the
banged
rest
my
of
wife, yeah, Tori. Cut that
What?
out. Cut that out.
the best bit, the cuts. No, but Ferguson never criticised the dressing room, or very rarely.
Kicked
Yeah.
things at them, though.
Yeah.
But that's
Like,
the point. The
You
important.
shout right in their face.
I think
Don't say anything behind
the
their
point
back.
is that
Yeah, but that's because nobody wants to be humiliating in public, which I think the City dressing room have been. But I just think on paper, it's a bit harsh that Mancini gets the sack because 2 trophies in 3 years probably should have been 3 in 3 years. It's not a bad record.
A lot of money.
Yeah, but
yeah,
I mean,
but history has shown us that it takes at least 5 to 6 years before this ridiculous amount of cash to spend actually begins to pay off in a huge way.
When
Like
did history
Champions
show us that?
League, Chelsea took about 5 to 6 years.
Yeah, but they won the league a few times in the first few years.
Not the
well,
first few
under
years.
Ranieri.
You
yes.
think
No, the first year they did, and then did Mourinho win it in his first year?
Yeah.
Mourinho didn't go. Was Mourinho entered after Ranieri?
And they won a few cups, and he won.
It
He
takes
won
it
2 league
takes
titles.
a while.
But
alright?
But they no,
Less- if you don't have Mourinho, it takes a while.
no.
Like-
I still think like money guarantees nothing really. It's about building a team. It's not about just buying whoever. Like the Galacticos at Real Madrid were successful for a while, but then it all fell away. And they were worth how much? Like I think he's had. Like how much do you want him to win? Like there are areas that
I want him to beat Wigan.
No,
I don't
except
think they
but
and not get
shock.
spanked in the Champions League.
Yeah,
think that's the
not
other thing.
go out bottom of your group in the Champions League.
As I said, their improvements could be made, but shocks happen to everybody. Like over the last 2 years, United have won 1 trophy, and it's supposed to be Man United winning all the time. It happens.
Shut up, Mark.
Is it supposed to be that?
Joking.
Well, that's the way it's
I think
perceived.
the pressure's on. He knows what he's getting himself into.
I just think if you win the league, you're worth another. Like it's not like they finished 5th or 6th; they finished 2nd.
Yeah, I think I think undoubtedly it was extremely harsh for Mancini to get the sack, and I do think that players' comments and players not liking the manager always have to be taken with a pinch of salt.
Wigan played them off the pitch. Wigan.
We can play a lot of people off the pitch.
We can play.
We can just got relegated.
Yeah, but they can do what they want when they feel like it, and we've all felt that wrath, all of us.
Speaking of Wigan get relegated, Arsenal 4, Wigan 1. 1 goal. And
It's a good goal, though. It's a great goal.
Arsenal retain possession better than anyone in the league, so you don't really want to be up against them after you put your heart and soul into a cup final.
I don't know, midway through the first half, I think Wigan had 60% of possession. So, I mean, they got themselves into the game. I know they had a bad start, but they got themselves back into the game. That free kick, though, for Wigan, first of all, didn't think it was a free kick. Second of all, Podolski-jump. Everyone else did. You're the only one who didn't. And then he was going to look at her.
I think he made up for it.
Oh, well, he had a good game overall, but come on, man.
Jump.
Apparently, it's going to be if Chelsea draw 0-0 and Arsenal win 2-1, Chelsea will play Arsenal in a playoff for the Champions League.
So if Chelsea what?
If Chelsea play, Chelsea draw 0-0 in their fixture this weekend, and Arsenal win 2-1, Chelsea will play Arsenal for the last automatic Champions League spot. The other team have to qualify.
No way.
And have to be playing in neutral ground, possibly Wembley.
Are you serious?
Or White Hart Lane, which would be hilarious.
That would be brilliant.
Because they'd be finished on
equal goal difference, equal points,
equal goals scored, equal goals conceded.
That would be unbelievable.
They should do it head
One
to
of them
head.
should automatically just go to the Intertotal Cup for losing that, just as an added incentive.
Oh, you should lose your Champions League.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Winner, loser goes home with nothing.
Reading 0, Man City 2.
Nobody cares.
Kid was
Nobody cares.
Kid was in charge. He put Richards and Milner straight back into the starting lineup.
That was quite odd, but delightful at the same time. What happened, Mika Richards, for the last year and a half?
He fell out with the manager,
Is it Mika or Micah?
Mika.
Because the name Mika's been ruined by the band or the singer.
Yeah,
Ruined.
yeah.
Mika, isn't it? Mika Richards, that's what they call him.
Mickey Richards.
Yeah, that's what I'd call him.
Good win. Good win for Man City, but to bounce back. But they were so flat in the cup final. Is it really does it make up for it? Probably not.
Dzeko played in this game and he scored. And he's kind of like the Berbatov of Man City. You know, he gets all their goals and nobody likes him.
Is he lazy, though? No, not really.
Not as bad, but
Although, when you think about it now...
compared to Tevez and Aguero, who run around a lot.
Yeah, true. But he's a lanky striker. He does his job. Like, he competes with the high ball.
A good 10 of those players could be sold.
Yeah, easy. Nasri,
You can,
Jump.
you can go. Rodwell, who was horrific in the cup final when he came on. Why did he come on?
Sinclair.
That guy, has he even played?
Who the is that?
Scott Sinclair.
I know.
Lescott, Kolarov, Barry. I'm out.
The Cordal Torre.
Mycon.
Did you say Lescott?
Yeah.
Is Mycon actually still on the books there?
Yeah, he played in that game against.
Having a laugh he is on 100 grand a week.
I think Tevez could go, definitely.
He's going
Yeah.
to Monaco apparently. 10 million a year, untaxed. Like,
Okay, let's cut this part there, and we'll be back in a minute. Hello, welcome back to Backpage Pass, and we're going to look ahead to Sunday, which will be the last game in the league. So there's 10 whole games. We're going to start with Newcastle versus Arsenal. Pardew said he doesn't care if we lose this one 4-0.
oh Jesus, he's such a bollocks. He doesn't care. Get him out. Just get him out.
Surely the Newcastle fans are like, yeah, but we care.
Yeah, we care.
And the Tottenham fans are like, no.
No, we care.
We're actually standing on Tony's side, just mooning the entire of Newcastle.
I got my money. Da-da-da.
No, but actually, it's like, because Newcastle could potentially finish as high as, 12 or 13?
Yeah.
And they could potentially finish as low as about 17th.
Yep.
So there's a few million quid in the difference there.
Yep.
So, no, try to win the game.
Try to win the game, yeah.
I'm gonna
Try
go.
to not lose 4-0. Just, it's a bit humiliating a bit.
I actually think this is going to be the sting in the tail, and this match is going to be a draw.
Ooh.
Arsenal have to win, though, don't they?
Yeah.
So,
Well, no, they have to better Tottenham's result.
Yeah.
Or no, equal or better.
Newcastle are probably out in the town celebrating because they're now safe. Arsenal are still trying to get Champions League.
I'm sorry, if you're a Newcastle player and you're celebrating staying in the league, that's a fine. That's a paddling.
That's the kind of thing I'd say Arsenal to win.
Well, if you didn't have Pardew as your manager, he's going, fuck it, 4-0.
The manager's come out and said, I don't give a fuck. Arsenal are going to win.
No, I think it's going to be a draw. Newcastle are at home, and that's the reason I think it could be a draw.
Chelsea versus Everton. Neither manager will be at the club next year. Does either one care? Do they care if they lose 4-0?
Benitez will be doing a little dance if they win tonight.
They've already qualified, and
he's got nothing more to play for. I sincerely hope they lose tonight. With everything I have inside me, I hope they lose. Because I want Benitez to have gone in there and just everyone to be like, oh, fair enough, that's the Champions League. But he up. Because, he squawked up. Because when he went there, they were 4 points off top. How far back are they now? Good, 12 to 14 points off. They went to the FIFA Club World Cup and lost the final. They had 2 games to play to win that tournament. They lost the final. They lost in the FA Cup semi-final, and if they lose tonight, I would find that funny. I hope that happens. I really do. But they're safe, so they don't really have much to play for. So I'm going to go for another draw on that match as well.
Yeah, Everton will win. I think Chelsea will. If Chelsea win tonight, Everton will win at the weekend.
How hilarious is it, by the way, that John Terry can't play in 2 European finals in a row?
I love it.
But how sickening is it that he's going to come out if they win in his kit and lift the trophy?
Surely he knows better.
No, he's like...
Surely he's had enough piss ripped out in the last year that he just go, maybe I'll just wear
Do you think he cares, though? No.
He wants the photograph to show his grandkids. So did you play in the game?
Where's the video?
There was no video. It's destroyed in a fire.
Where's the video you're playing, Grandpa? Go ask Granddad Wayne. Wayne Bridge.
Yeah.
Moving on. Tottenham at home to Sunderland. It's currently out of Tottenham's hand, but those hands are likely to form a heart shape at some point during the stage of the game. And
a copyrighted heart shape.
That was the proper sentence.
You want to start that again?
No.
Tottenham to win. Tottenham to win a good 3 or 4-0.
Yeah,
Tottenham to score early and put the pressure on the Arsenal, and then Tottenham to steamroll them.
Yeah, Tottenham to win.
Think Sunderland will still be going in all studs blazing?
No.
Liverpool versus QPR, and Loic Remy was arrested on suspicion of gang rape. Now, I doubt he did it, but I still think he's a bastard.
Why do you doubt he did it? We shouldn't really speculate about it.
No, but why would you do it?
Yeah, but why would anyone do it? Why would Ched Evans do it?
Sure, yeah.
It's
Marlon
not
King.
the first footballer that's going to go to court.
Well, a lot of them have gotten off. I mean, Ched Evans did it, but,
Did Marlon King get off? He's in jail, isn't
I don't know.
He was, but he's out. But he didn't rape a woman. He slapped her.
he? Great bunch of lads, those
Moving on,
footballers.
Liverpool are 7th, and they're 10 points clear with West Brom in 8th.
I hope
they
Daniel.
want to keep it that way.
I hope Daniel Sturridge continues this
Amazing run of form.
amazing run of form, because it might actually make them think, let's get rid of Suarez.
Then we won't have to put up with Suarez.
Yeah, because we kind of have the potential superstar right here. If you can just lose the dance.
He's got the teeth, he's got the goals, he's got everything Suarez has got.
Yeah.
And who are they playing? Sorry, West Brom, is it?
QPR.
Oh, Liverpool will walk it. Absolutely walk
Well,
it.
if Ben Foster doesn't get his act together.
Loic Remy probably won't be playing.
No, I highly doubt it.
Sorry,
Sorry for what, Mark?
that needs to be cut.
Why?
I said Ben Foster by mistake.
Okay. You mean
Dude,
Rob Green?
I do mean Rob Green. Between Cesar and Rob Green, who's most likely to stay there next season? And who's most likely to get cut?
Well,
Or
no,
so.
I don't think it's getting cut. I think Cesar will want to move. 'Cause Rob Green had a back pass against Newcastle. You just don't see that. You don't see a player like pass it to the keeper and go, yeah, kick that, and then the keeper pick it up. It just doesn't happen.
I forgot.
It just doesn't happen unless you're Rob Green.
Well, he was afraid the ball would bounce over his foot when he tried to kick it and just roll into the goal.
So he decided to pick it up and give
Safer
away a free
option.
shot on goal. And the ref handled that bad as well. I'm done.
Yeah, so I think it's a no-brainer. Liverpool are going to win that. Carragher's last match as well.
Yeah, suppose. Man City versus Norwich. Norwich could potentially finish in the top half if they win this.
They were fighting a relegation battle the last time I checked.
Yeah, that's the game.
How close is it down there?
I think West Brom are actually closer to the bottom three than the top three, and they're 8th. I think they could be closer to the bottom three than they are to 7th.
So they're kind of winning their own little league.
Yeah.
They should get a cup trophy. No, City will walk that, I'd say. I don't like. I think
Yeah,
that
I'd say
Norwich
it.
are just going to. They had their big. Their
I'd say
big
if Mancini was there, they wouldn't walk it so easily, but I think...
you're going to play for their place next season.
No, I just think... pressure's off now. Let's go have some fun.
I just think Norwich are kind of had their last game at home and a 4-0 win, and that's them done.
Southampton versus Stoke. I'd like Southampton to win.
Yeah, so would I.
I want Stoke to win just to spite you.
I think so.
What did I do to you?
Nothing. But I don't really have anything riding on this fixture, so just to make it a bit more interesting.
Yeah, right.
I feel sorry for you, John. I feel sorry for you and this editing job.
It's better be delivered by tomorrow morning as well. So
This is the time of year that a season ticket must feel like a waste of money when you get matches like this.
Yeah, because you think 19 home matches, of which 8 will be relevant.
Southampton versus Stoke.
Uh,
It'll be a good one.
Swansea versus Fulham. Go Swansea, I suppose.
You just lose the will to care at this point, don't you?
Yeah.
I think Berbatov scored against Liverpool in the last game, and that was the first time he'd scored for Fulham, and Fulham hadn't won. So,
Is this the first time in a long time where the championship has been decided and all the relegation spots have been secured?
yeah, a lot of them have gone down to the last day in recent years.
For
Not that many.
Yeah.
For either end, though, there's been at least one thing happen. The championship.
Yeah, well,
is
I mean,
decided.
last year you'd both things decided in the same game. With Man City playing QPR.
Yeah.
No,
Well, they didn't get
QPR
decided
stayed
in the
up.
end because QPR lost, but
Yeah.
still. You know what I mean? It could have.
Yeah, but no, I think this is one of the most boring last days in a long while.
All Champions League. It's all there is.
It's all on that.
And that's a German thing. Oh, wait, sorry, you didn't qualify Champions League. Apologies.
Another, yeah, but
It's another cut.
But I even think, unless I'm right about the little twist sting in the tail, even that's kind of sorted.
West Ham versus Reading, possibly Andy Carroll's last game at the Bowling Ground. When did they start calling it the Bowling Ground?
If they call it,
Upton Park is called the Bowling Ground all season. But I didn't realise until a few weeks ago.
no, it's not.
Yeah,
No, it's not.
it is.
No, it's not.
On West Ham's website and everything, it's called the Bowling Ground.
I'm telling you, it's not. Because I watch like the odd times Gillette Soccer Saturday and all that kind of thing.
Down there.
And they referred to St James's Park. They always referred to it as the Sports Direct when it was.
Mm-hmm.
They have not referred to Upton Park as the bowling ground.
Bowling Ground.
No, it isn't.
It is.
What is the bowling ground? What is bowling?
It's
in bowling.
in Anne Boleyn.
Well,
It's spelt like that. I don't know if it's actually dedicated to her, but that's, I don't know.
no, it's not.
I swear.
I don't think it is.
I swear to you.
It's Upton Park, though.
Not according to West Ham's website.
It's not. You're going to say
Neither
it
of
is.
you are going to
I'm gonna
solve
say
this
it's not.
argument.
You're probably going to be right. I'm still going to think I'm right. And
It'll always be Upton Park to me.
when do you think they're going to decide where Andy Carroll's going to go?
Say Rodgers
the
would-
last day of the window.
Is that going to be a summer saga? Because I don't want to sit through that. Can they just sell him to West Ham now and just get that over with?
No, Newcastle want him back.
I think that's a bad call.
Bye-bye Reading.
Yeah, so long.
Been emotional.
See you in a few years, I mean.
Wigan versus Aston Villa. This was meant to be the big one, but yeah, nobody cares now.
Really, really disappointed that this didn't turn out to be the big one because I
Yeah.
thought that would have been a great fixture. Are they still going to televise that? Because
Oh,
I'm sure they had a book. It's like, God damn it. Yeah, no one cares. But Benteke could potentially last game for him, except he's sent off, so he's not playing. So, So no, there's literally nothing of interest.
Nothing in it. That's happening.
Nothing in
Wigan
that
to
one
win,
either.
Yeah.
No, there's nothing in that one. That one's a bit pointless too. We will skip the next one.
I'm glad Wigan got their medal before going down. Though. It's nice.
That is a nice
I'd rather
touch,
they
John.
had-
That is a nice touch, actually.
I would rather they played the FA Cup final at the end of the season, so that it's kind of not yay, instead it's yay.
Oh.
You know, because you don't want the disappointment after.
That's what they say about the Leinster and the Heineken Cup and the
So
Ram.
moving on to West Brom versus Man United.
Because they win, they always
It'll be
lose the
Fergie's
Rabo.
lastest game ever, unless they do a testimonial or something.
I don't think they should because I think
Fergie,
he's,
strip off there. Get into the shorts.
I think
Never mind your hip.
Go on there. Here, we're going to kick around there, Fergie.
I think the Swansea match was kind of his testimony. You can't really do that again. I know he doesn't get the proceeds, but you can't really.
I don't think he needs the proceeds.
Yeah, no, but they generally give them to charity.
Yeah.
But apparently West Brom
He
selling.
just buy another horse
Yeah.
off JP McManus.
No, they don't get on.
Yeah, I know. This was the last time they bought a horse here.
I think tout selling tickets for this match for $3,000.
What?
Yeah, see Fergie's last.
I hate.
See Fergie's last game.
I was thinking
Which
those
is gonna be-
tickets go for a high price.
Yeah, they seem to be, but yeah, I think it's going to be absolutely damn squib of a game because it's like the big finale was last week, and then it's like, yeah, this little fixture here, like that no one really cares about. I hope Van Persie scores to get to 30 goals because I like 30 as a number as opposed to 29. It looks much better on the.
Other clubs want to
career
buy
stat.
him.
The 30 goal season rather than still being in the 20s. Yeah. Yeah, so that's that.
Anyway,
What?
I don't know what I'm doing. I think we'll
You
call
don't know what you're doing.
we'll call it a day there. I've been John O'Donnell along with Mark Corcoran
He's literally falling asleep.
and Cormac Coughlin. And we're finished now. So suppose you can subscribe to us, get the last one next week.
I guess.
Or like the Facebook page or something. Anyway, bye bye.
Just give us some.